Maayong adlaw sa tanan. Advance Merry Christmas, especially sa atong mga televiewers sa MyTV. Ingon man sa atong mga suking tigpaminaw sa DYMR sa Kabisayan ug Mindanao. And once again, welcome to another episode of our weekly AGIO PIA 7 Forum. Live ta sa DYMR Radio Pilipinas Cebu 576 kHz sa inyong mga radyo. Ingon man sa ato ang Facebook page sa Philippine Information Agency Region 7. Katong mga dili makapaminaw ug dili makasunod kanato karon, aduna kitay delayed telecast over MyTV channel 30 Mondays to Saturdays 3 to 4 p.m. and Sundays 1 to 2 p.m. Karong adlaw aniya kita nanukad sa buhatan sa Department of Health dinhi sa Dakbayan sa Cebu ug katong mga suki natong tigpaminaw atong mga televiewers manghinaot mi nganyo kaming ubanan for this 1-hour discussion brought to you by the Philippine Information Agency in partnership with the Association of Government Information Officers in the region. Kini si Hazel Gloria and with me is my colleague, Miss Stacy Marie Balaja. Stace, maayong adlaw.
Mayong adlaw, Ma'am Hazel.
Mayong
Daghang
Pasko.
salamat. Oo, mayong Pasko ug mayong adlaw ug mayong Pasko sa atong viewers and listeners sa atong weekly AGIO PIA 7 Forum. Karon Ma'am Hazel, murag daghan-daghan gyud tag panghisgutan kabahin na ani ang health tips kay hapit na gyud na ang ato ang holiday season.
Yes, no, tinod ano. Actually, nag-start na taog attend og mga parties no left and right, especially kani ato mga kaubanan karon sa media no nga daghang kay mga invitation. So
Before
Stace,
anything else, ato sa i-introduce ato ang special guest for this AGIO Forum, Ma'am Hayes. We have Dr. Phillip Baton, Medical Officer 3 from the Department of Health, Region 7.
Again, sakto no, hapit ang Pasko. It's pila naman? 9, 10 days na?
Yes,
Last
15
days
Oh,
before
15,
Christmas
yes,
na lang.
December
So,
10.
I think kasugod na yun og I think as early as last week of November na yung mga nagparties no. So I think it's high time to discuss also what we can do to remain healthy even with all the food and merrymaking we have during murag sa Cebu is ang Pasko mo extend until Sinulog.
Sinulog.
No? So murag mga taas-taas yun yung
Yes.
party natin.
Tinuod, Doc, no? So, na-mention naman gid mo, no? So, siguro, Doc, mangutanan lang mi kung usay mga healthy tips, no, nga among buhaton, no, to stay healthy, especially kani mga Yuletide season na ba nga umaabot na gid siya, Doc?
Yung may no sakto no nga mura og kasagaran yun pinaka-common yung tumadunggan no na nagkari sa Facebook or sa pagkain na to social media. The number one problem basta holiday season na gyud is ang gain sa weight no murag wala gyud
Holiday
immune
weight.
nga mo gain og pila ka kilos o pila ka grams no pero ang ato hinumduman is man siya no we can do a lot of things to maintain our weight no. Ang ato lang isulti is dili na siya tungod lang yun kay sa kaon but it's a factor that is daghan kay factors na mag-cause ni mga mo gain kag weight. Number one is aside sa increase ang imong kaon, sometimes po tungod kay parties ta kasagaran magsinoy tag lingkod no, lingkod then usually sa trabaho galingkod ta, then mag-parties maglingkod ta, nya usahay pag gusto mga parties buffet no. Nya kabo na ka mga Pilipino, tapulan kay mo lakaw di pupungko or mulingkod yun doon sa buffet table no. So easy access kay pagkaon so muna mo twice or triple times our normal eating ang ato ang atong mamahitabo during parties. Another one is kini po una sa mga I don't know if it's purely Filipino pero common kay na nga og nagkali party magpalaming no. Pati di ko no alkansi sa tampuhan no. Di mo kaon but it actually also promotes more eating no kay supposedly when you go ang atong if on a normal day no nagitay cycle no every 4 hours mo kaon gyud ano so mga around 8 o'clock is our breakfast and around 12 na to is our lunch na after 4 hours na pud ana or actually mas taas-taas ang sa hapon no mga around 6 or 7 o'clock we'll have our dinner but as the day
Dapat
progresses
snacks, Doc. Ikahapon, mag-snacks
no,
ka na.
napag yung snack ang Pilipino. No, other countries would only have 3 full meals. Ang Pilipino is 5 meals no na AM o PM snack no. But just the same, ang makita ginato ana I think itaraw na to ang history sa ato mga lulahan no is that they usually have a very heavy breakfast and then sa lunchtime is medyo daghan-daghan na ang karne kumpara sa rice and then when it comes to dinner time usually it's a lighter meal no murag isda na lang o rice no but now nga available na tanang pagkaon murag wala na diferensya no we can have a very heavy dinner compared to a very light breakfast So nabali na gyud ang ato ang trend sa pag-eating karon, and this actually promotes weight gain. Because supposedly when we have a very full meal in the morning, we have the entire day to burn off, no? The purpose that we eat is for energy. Mo gyud reason na ano, kumbaga sa sakyanan is gasolina, no? So we need the fuel to spend off the entire day. So muna siya cycle na. But if ang imong full meal is naas gabi, timing po nimo po na inig katulog nimo, so ang imong lawas naturally manggod mura og sa evolution sir nato ni nga ang mga tao sa una lisod pagitag pagkaon, so when they eat the body stores if nay sobrang pagkaon yang store, no, if it's carbohydrate store niya sa liver, no, and then kung protein ari sa mga muscles nimo, so man kinahanglan mo mga tao sa una dagko og mga lawas, no, kay high protein, and then they have a very low carbohydrate diet. But now murag nabali-bali gyud mo nang nagamay ang muscles, gamay din kay muskulado mga tao pero dagko na kay mga hawak, no. Again, it's a factor of diet lang siya. So, if we know what caused, no, makahibaw kita sa history or atong natural course sa ato ang adlaw or sa ato ang lifestyle, then we would know what we need to change to have a healthy weight, no? Which is actually easier said than done, you know. Mas ayon isulti nga mag-lose weight compared sa to actually lose, you know, a few grams, no? So, I think not just in the holiday season is that we have to remember nga it's just a season, your lifestyle does not have to change with the season, no? If you were healthier before December or before the Burr months, you should maintain that health. If there's an abundance of food, actually ang pagkaon di mo na mo mugos mo suot mong baba, no? It actually is a choice, no? It's your choice if you overeat or you undereat. And usually you'd like sometimes ako usay guilty ko na nga mura og you haven't been eating this kind of food for the longest months, no, nya makita kay Pasko kay aside sa abunda ang pagkaon, abunda po kuno ang kwarta, ambot lang ano magdungan yun na sila, no. So mo overeat kita, mo overindulge, but always yun mo isang sulti, no, in everything moderation, you know. You can eat a little just to indulge, but do not overdo it nga to the point pod niya mura og malipong nakasatamis ng mong kinaon, sa fats ng mong kinaon, and sometimes mas nindot yun ang ginagmay, no, kay mas ma-taste nimo ang mas ma-savor nimo ang pagkaon, no, which is actually also a good tip nga common daw na in France, no. Usually they eat for a long time but the volume is actually gamay lang, no, because they take time to eat and talk, no. So to eat and talk, unlike sa common karon nga pinaspasay, no? Paspasay kaon.
Pinagutom kayo daw, pwedeng ugay.
Mga on the go.
So you don't have time to digest and savor the food. So muna, di ka katilaw kalami dito. And sometimes when you overeat na sad, ang mahitabo is mabong na ka sa pagkaon, no? Murag you're just eating for the sake of eating na lang rather than for the sake of enjoying the food. So I think that's one tip na we have also to remember nga moderation yun gihapon ka po na sa tong kaon or biskin sa pag-inom, no, sa ato ang mga parties karon.
Doc, unsa may proper gid nga pagkaon sa kaning ato ang sa breakfast lunch o dinner, full gid ka sa breakfast?
Actually, it's more of culturally speaking, no, if you go to other countries, varied yun ang ilang mga style, no, like when you go to Asian countries, usually good heavy good ang atong like Southeast Asia, no. Usually we have a heavy snack because primarily we're an agricultural area, you know, like the Philippines. Kay sa una sa mga tao sa bukid, kung nakahibaw ko sa makabalik sa ilang mga kubo, no, or usually magbaw na gyud sila, so limited ang ilahang madang pagkaon sa bukid. So usually they have a very heavy breakfast, no, and sa una mga tao sa mga mata, so they have the option and not the luxury, but they have time to eat breakfast, prepare their food, eat breakfast, and then have a very full meal. The full meal is not busog gyud kaayo, but enough that you can survive the entire day. So actually it's in the internet, no, there's a very raging debate in terms of what the role of breakfast is. If dapat pa gyud kuno nga full breakfast or half breakfast. But it has actually to do with our culture. And I think for the Filipinos, we are used to having a full set of meals, no, sa breakfast nato, no. Nagi rice, no, naagi sudan, and then naagi ng coffee or hot chocolate, no, chocolate nato. And then when we go to the lunch, actually it's more or less the same, and then later na kita sa dinner. But if you have, makaibaw ka nga na kay meals in between, you can actually have a light breakfast, and then have a meal in between, and then you have a full set of breakfast, lunch, and then muday down na yun ang imuhang volume sa eating during dinner yun. Mugina atong advice, no? So breakfast is actually dependent also on your lifestyle, no? If di yun makaya nimo nga to have a full breakfast, make sure that the breakfast you're eating is enough to survive you for the entire day. So di good advisable nga wa kay kanon, no? Number one, why di pwede nga wala kay kanon for breakfast? Because it has been so long since your last meal, no? The previous day pa imong last meal, and then ipakamukaon, usually ubos na kayo imong sugar level at around mga 8 to 12 hours mo hagbo na gyud na imong sugar level. So it's not advisable also to skip breakfast, no? So have something to eat good, and make sure that what you eat is enough for you to survive for until lunch or until late afternoon when you'll have your next meal.
Okay, di ba namang ko'y uban, Dok, nga dili sila mag-breakfast, coffee lang, ingana ba? So, dili siya
Kanang
advisable.
oatmeal.
Kinala na
Advisable,
go.
no?
Oh.
Especially for coffee.
Kaon jud ka.
Okay.
Oo.
Number one, especially if dili ka na anad ang cycle, no? If you notice your body, ang imong tiyan yun, siya mo timing yun siya, no? Kung ting panihapon, ato kung breakfast, or usually consistent kay na siya nga around lunch gutmon gyud tatanan, no? Around lunchtime. But some people mo adjust na lang ang tiyan sa lifestyle. However, there are certain mechanisms imulawas that takes a lot of time for it to adjust. For example, you pag-release mong stomach acids, no? Sa bata pa ka, sa teenager ka, nag-college ka, naanad ka nga, breakfast kaon, lunch kaon, dinner kaon, no? However, when you go to work, matiming nga either ma-delay din mong breakfast, or sometimes no breakfast at all, or ma-delay din mong lunch, but your stomach acid will release on the same time na naanad ka. So if you've been used to eating at 12 noon, at around 12 o'clock before, or mga 30 minutes to 1 hour before or after 12 o'clock, nagyo na yung acids ang imong tiyan. So when you don't have anything in your stomach to digest, your acids will actually slowly eat down your stomach mo na masaka ang atong mga hyperacidity, no? Ang mga gastritis, common ni siya around middle age or around late 30s, mga early 40s, because nag-change na sa imuhang lifestyle, ang imong eating pattern, but your body is not adjusting as fast as you are. So mo nang musaka ang mga hyperacidity, and also coffee is highly acidic, no? So if your first meal is a very acidic meal, timing nga wala pa kay kaon, it actually increases the acidity of your stomach, so magka-prone po ka ng hyperacidity, no? Magka-prone ka ng gastritis. So muna yung mga common problem good around this age group yun nga magsinakit ang tiyan, no? Tungod kay malapsan og kaon, and then ang meal pattern is not very good for the stomach. So it always good to make sure that regularly around the time that you're used to eating, have something to eat, because that's the eating pattern that you've been used to for so long, no? So that's also one thing that you also have to remember.
Doc, di ba usually sa atong pagkaon, especially kaning mga Christmas time, Christmas season, di ba, nay lechon, nay ham. so, unsa may mga alternative food, Doc, nga pwede lang ba nga kanang bisag mo kaon kag lechon, kinalan mo kaon sa kani para balance siya ba? Para ma-maintain mo ang healthy lifestyle.
Yung sila, a balanced meal ko no is 1 kilo of lechon on the right hand and 1 kilo of lechon on the left hand, no? Para balanced meal, no? But what we're saying, no, actually, ang hinumduman na ginato niya, nutritionists would tell us na kanang eat in moderation yung kapunay. No? Natin grow, I think we've all been known na grow, go food, no? So, go is your carbohydrates, your grow is your protein, and your, grow is your protein, and the rest is your fat, no? So, usually, ang highest yun dapat yung concentration sa imong kaon is around protein, more or less equal sa imong protein or carbohydrates. The lesser yun mo is fats, no? So kining major macronutrients, no, your fats, your carbohydrates, and your proteins should be always present in your meal, no? Or at least nag-shape certain representation. Di gud pwede nga mawala. For example, fats, no? Do not advise you remove totally fats from your diet. Why? Because your hormones actually are composed of fats, no? So if you don't have fat in your body, kanang mga hormones mo magka-problema sad kana, no? So it's not good to eliminate that, no, totally from your diet. Also carbohydrates. Minsan pwedeng mawala ang carbohydrates because carbohydrates is actually sugar, no? It's a complex form of sugar that when you eat it, your body will digest it to your simple sugars. Your simple sugars is necessary to fuel your brain, no? Para sa imong utok na siya. So kung wala kay sugar sad, hinay sad imong pangisip, no? So kana sad di siya pwedeng mawala carbohydrates. Ari po ka sa protein, it needs for your muscles repair, no? So if wala pa kay protein or minusan imong protein, di na pug ka nadaot po ang imong activity, no? So nakita nimo na sila nga these three macronutrients, your carbohydrates, your protein, and your fats are actually very essential. Now the question is, unsa gyud ang pinakadaghan, no? So pinakadaghan. So as what we've said, no, fats should be present, but it should also be the lowest, no? Number one, why? Because fats kung daghan kay kagtambok sa imong lawas or daghan kay cholesterol, it actually can block your arteries and your small blood vessels. And when it's blocked, ma-block na siya, actually makalusot pa man ang imong dugo, no? But it takes 2 or 3 times more effort for your heart to pump the same amount of blood around your body, no? So muna siya nga mo ito na makita din mo nga batanon ka kaya kay mukhaon og mga usa ka kilong lechon, 30 years old, 40 years old, but around 50 murag magsugod na kag problema na. It actually did not happen around 50, it actually occurred pa earlier, no? When your diet was at 30 or 15 nga high fat, ang 50 years old ni mo nga na-fear nga symptoms, it's actually accumulation, no? Oh yes, it's cumulative. So muna nga, una-una ni mo nakapunay nga, when you also change dietary pattern, it takes so long. Di kami ngun nga, at 1 year, mawala din mo cholesterol, ma-unclog na yung veins because the years na it were stored up, it also would take so many years also to remove all those plaques or to have a healthier blood vessels. So that's number one for fats. If you go also for carbohydrates, no, or your sugars, if you also take a lot of carbohydrates, store po na si mong lawas. Kumbaga, kung kwarta na siya, no, press Filipino, kung nakan kay kwarta, tigo mo niyang sobra, no? It stores up mo na nga, nakan kay kaog ka ng gut fat, no, or ang imuhang abdominal fats, no? Because this is the area where they store, and nga nung ara man yun sa tiyan ko, no, dili sa boobs or dili sa lubot, no? May ambisyon sa tanang tao nga pwede budong lang sa lubot ang kinaon. Ano man, because it's actually the area nga daghan og space, no? Daghan siya empty space ang imong tiyan. Actually when we open up, no, kung mag-opera me, makita gyud nimo nga daghan gyud space ang imong tiyan, no? So that's the part pod nga daghan pwede kasudlan, no? So muna siya nga dagyud sa imong tiyan magtapok, no? Kung ari kasi imong lubot mo, it's actually a very muscular area kini imong legs, imong chest pod. Actually it's fat. Muna nga if you're a female and you go on diet, usually mugamay gyud ang imuhang chest area because it's primarily made of fat. But if you're a man, nga muscular, mugamay na imong chest if you don't eat a lot of protein, no? Kaya muscular man as mga laki. For females, it's actually fatty. So, if you eat a lot of carbohydrates, your body will store it up. Unsa man nga organ ang magtrabaho ana or ma-overtax, kung ang imuhang fats is maka-strain sa imong heart, ang imuhang sang carbohydrates maka-strain sa imong liver. Because your liver is the one that breaks down your fat, your carbohydrates, and if it's too much carbohydrate, iyan ay convert into its storage form or glycerol nga mura siya og fatty sugar, no? So sugar mixed with a bit of fat. So muna nga medyo chubby. So this actually ang atong mga bilbil is actually all the carbohydrates, all the simple sugars that we've been eating, no? So muna siya karon nga with all the abundance of sugary food, sugary drinks, nakita po nato kaning saka atong non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, no, or NAFLD, no, because of the high sugar content, no. So tambok kay imong liver, fatty kay imong liver, not because of the cholesterol, but it's actually because of the sugars you've been eating, no. Kay convert niya na into a glycerol, which is actually sugar and a little bit of fat or sterol areas, no. So that's number one for carbohydrates. For proteins naman, kung dakan kay kakanon nga protein, it actually di kayo mo store imong lawas og protein. Your proteins will be used to repair, no? So if wala kay damage imong lawas, proteins will just be converted into its simple form and then eliminated sa ihi or sa ihi primarily, no, sa protein mo na siya. If you also eat a lot of protein, which actually is makita nimo na sa imuhang mga bodybuilders, no? If you've heard of bodybuilders, they actually have problems with their kidneys because actually the kidney that eliminates your protein, no? So muna nga taxing kay sa imong kidney if also you eat a lot of protein. So muna makita nimo na nga majority of our non-communicable diseases, no? Cardiac problems, problems sa atong liver o problems sa atong kidneys are actually caused by also our dietary nga mga choices, no? So makita gyud nato natan nga it all of this are good, are necessary. However, when you eat too much of it, it actually is very problematic for your body. And it does not only take 1 year or 2 years, no? It actually takes a lot of years. Nagaling na when I was in med school, no? The question me yung at what point daw nagsugod ang cholesterol or nag-store ka o plaque sa imong blood vessels. The answer is at the earliest point in time nga nagsugod ka kaon og table food, no? When you are eating table food at 1 year old nga pwede nga fatty, that also is already storing up a little bit of cholesterol plaques in your body. So it's cumulative yun siya, no? So di siya pwede nga karon mo hindi ko mukaon mawala ang cholesterol, no? So it takes a lot of time to adjust it also. So going back to the question of unsa man yun ang atong kanon, no, when what's a balanced diet, you'll just have to look at your plate kuno. Dapat colorful kin mong plate niya. Kung mga pilosopo mingon nga colorful, nakay kanang pinkish nga baboy, then nakay kanang embutido nga pution, yung nakay hotdog nga puwahon, no, colorful meal kuno, no. But always have to remember that ay na po ta sa how the food is prepared, no. When it is kanang processed food, no, mong tanan pa sa usay processed food, any food that does not look like the material it was coming from is actually processed. So unsa man na hotdog, no, nabag kay makitang harvest nga hotdog, no. So these are heavily processed food, no. The heavily processed food, you should only eat very little of that, no? Because aside from your unsay iyang source material, if it's meat, no, na siya protein, napakagikaon na ng mga chemicals to preserve the food. So you're not eating only the good part, but you're also eating the bad part. So processed food should be smallest. Number 2, aside sa processing niya, daghan kay siya og salt content, no? Di lang nimo mabantayan, no? Is either high in salt or high in sugar, no? So di lang kayo bantayan kay daghan na kay siya giagian nga process, no? So if you eat a lot of that, it will actually cause a problem in either your kidney or your liver, no? So number 1, that's processed food. Now you go to your natural food, no? Lechon is actually a natural food, kay we don't do a lot of things to lechon. But the problem of lechon is what part would you like to eat, no? So again, dapat mas daghan ang imuhang meat part compared to your fatty part. But di po pwede mo nga 1 kilo ang karne, then half a kilo ang fat, no? Again, always eat to satisfy and not to overindulge, no? Overindulge. So if ako, no, you only eat a few or you get a few of it and then kung mahurot, balik, or kung sakto na, pusog na ka, that's it, no? Actually, nga na yun ang paagi dapat, no? Only take a few parts and then kung mahurot, balik. Ang Pinoy lang lagi, tapulan kayo, mudong balik sa lamisa, no? So, biton tanan, ya, o si mahurot, amo na yun na, no? Or uban magaling, sayang nga po niya, huto na lang yun na, bisag di na kaya. No? So, anak lang siguro ang unahon na nato. So, always think of it if it's a natural, if a lot of processing has been done to it or processed food, only take so little of it. And then, kung alin po ka sa mga naturally prepared food, always remember to think of if it's a high in fat, high in protein, or high in carbohydrates. Because for example, lang ato ang rice, no? It's actually processed food, gihapon, no? Kaya it has gone a lot of stages for it to become the state that we eat it. So, problematic ato sa mga rice food is high po siya in carbohydrates, no? So, that's the reason why Asians have a very high chance of having type 2 diabetes, no? Meaning kanang diabetes because of sugar, no? And actual diabetes is not only caused by high sugar content, but it's actually correlated with activity, no? Because sugar actually is easily burned off by the body. When you move, kung magliho ka, sugar is actually burned, no? Makabantay mo na kung mukhaon mo candy, usually ma-active mong karyot and then maluya, no? Because it's actually your body eating a lot of sugar, consuming it, nakaka-energy, so you have a lot of energy to move around, no? So when you move, when you eat a lot of sugar, it should always be coupled with movement. Di pwede nga, kaon lang ka, then maglingkod lang. Actually, it has been declared by WHO that sitting is the new smoking, no? Ang paglingkod kuno karon mo na ng bag-o nga pagpanigarilyo. Ano man? Because it actually has a lot of non-communicable diseases associated with it. Heart, no, ang chances of stroke, no, increase in body weight, going to obesity. So di good pwede nga ka mag-diet lang ko, nya wa kay lihok-lihok, no. Dapat it should always be coupled with exercise because the food that you eat is used by your body to move, no. So if you don't move, your body will either store it or throw it away, no. Murag yun ay prinsipyo sa lawas, either I use it, I store it, or I throw it away. Murag yun yan pwedeng buhaton na niya. So when you don't move, your body will store it, no, if it can be stored, or it will be eliminated. So magdoble ang trabaho sa mga organs that for elimination, like your liver and your kidney, or you use it, no. Dapat magamit yun siya niya. Naaming formula ana sa una, no, dapat ang imuha ko nung consumption should be less than your deposit of food should be less than your consumption of energy, no? Para wala kay ma-store, no? So mas daghan ang imong gamiton kumpara sa imong puli sa nagamit, no? Kay usubra ang imuhang gisulod kumpara sa ming gawas, muna siya makapadako sa tao, no? Mura siya og bank account, no? If the more deposits versus withdrawal, tambok ang cheque, no? But if it's more withdrawal than deposits, lean ang imong bank account, no? Or niwang ang imong pitaka, no? So nga lang yun ang unahon na to apunay, no?
Okay, thank you kay Doc, no. So Stace, no, so daghang kitag na sabtan, no, regarding sa kaning mga healthy tips, no, ni Doc para especially karong Christmas season, then katunay mga fats. Karon pa may nakasabot,
Mga
Doc,
types
no,
of
nga kinahanglan. Yes, kung unsa kay gidaganon sa fats imong intake, carbo and protein. So thank you kay Doc. Then Doc, aside sa kaning mga healthy tips, unsay mga common diseases nga mogawas especially kaning during or after Christmas
Mga holiday season.
Makita gyud nato, no, when you go to the ER, no, and you have a survey, usually mosaka gyud nato. Actually save na siya either around the time of Christmas or New Year and around the time of fiesta. Mawiri sila. Either mosaka imong hypertension cases, no, yung mga emergency hypertension. Number one, nga naman, aside sa diet, alimuot, aside from that, is makalimot sila mga maintenance, no? So always remember, maintenance is called maintenance because you maintain it. You don't stop drinking of it because you are taking it because you feel better, but it's maintenance, meaning you take it while the disease or the problem is with you, no? So muna ka po i-emphasize sa mga doktor, maintenance is maintain. Di na siya pwedeng maintenance until 1 week lang. When you do decide to remove yourself from the medication, always consult a doctor. Di pwede nga magka-doktor-doktor ka. Because it take, magbuot-buot, kay makadaot sa akong atay, makadaot sa liver. Actually, all medicines will have an effect on your body part, but for medicines that were prescribed by doctors, these do not pass FDA approval if walay studies kung how long will you take it, hindi siya maka-harm sa mong body, no? So, it's actually safer if you were to take it with the advice of the physician. But if you remove it from your maintenance without telling the physician, it might cause more problem than actually good, no? So, always consult a physician. So, number one, hypertension. Also, aside from hypertension, is the complications associated with hypertension. Muna siya mga strokes nato, no? Be it the minor stroke or the major stroke, no? Or your cardiovascular diseases. Mosaka sad sa ato mga cardiovascular diseases. For strokes, it actually is, di siya mayon nga nakalitan na stroke, no? Usually, nagsugod yun na siya, hypertensive condition beforehand, no? So it's either undiagnosed or diagnosed hypertension. Forta na uban nga, okay naman ni siya, Dok, tigdagan man ni siya, active man ni siya. It actually is not a guarantee ang imuhang activity. It actually is guaranteed by your lifestyle beforehand, no? So, natay mga kailang nga mga active kayo, tennisters, marathoners, it does not remove them from the risk of having hypertension or having stroke or having cardiac problems. So, even if you're healthy, always consult a physician. So, strokes actually also increases because of directly di manginom sa mga maintenance or grabe ang kaon, nga mo taas ang imong cholesterol level, mo increase ang blockage imong either sa imong brain, blood vessels imong brain or blood vessels imong heart mo na heart attack ka. Number 2, so tulo na to siya, no? Also mosaka sa nga itong mga problems sa ubo, no? Ubo SIBO, number 1, because of the change in pattern. Usually manotice ko ninyo when we change in seasons, usually mosaka atong mga respiratory conditions, ubo SIBO, no? The transition from summer to rainy season, saka na sa itong mga ubo. Transition from rainy season to summer, magsaka na sa ubo because your body takes also time, no? mga allergens mo mosakasad mo change with the changes in the season. So respiratory conditions, it's either irritation no sa allergies or sa infection no parang tungod po na kay daghan kay mga tawo magtapok-tapok no. That's also a factor no nga daghan daghang chances nga makuha nimo ang mga infection sa imong mga kauban because daghan ka makita. Number 4 po no is ang atong mga chronic infections sa respiratory. Kining mga cause to mga smokers no. Again because a lot of people would like to relax so kato mga di kay manigarilyo na para mawa sa stress or kato mga tao nga dili ma-expose sa panigarilyo tungod kay they are the same party ma-expose pod sila no. So ang mga cough pod mosakag balik to mga chronic cough no mga COPDers nato no chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases they also increase around Christmas season. So if nakita nimo no ang atong mga sakit is actually caused by number 1 is ang imong lifestyle na po nag-change imong lifestyle no. So you either remove the maintenance meds or you increase your food intake or you increase your alcohol intake. It actually also is a problem. Number 2 is your exposure no. Exposure to people with infections or exposure to allergens in the environment. So mura na siya magsugod-sugod mura na mga reasons nato nga makita na siya. Also, I know very important po to emphasize is drunk driving, no? Ang mo inom, niya mo drive. I think we as Filipinos, we are very risk takers, no? Mura og basta galing makalakaw pa, pwede pa na mo drive. Nagaliuban nga, di nakalakaw, makadrive gihapon, no? Actually, it's very bad. We always see this in the ER around this season, no? Either fiesta season or Christmas or New Year's season. People are very liberal, no? Murag mo deny yun nga. Okay ra, kaya pang mulakaw, buutan na ng motor, buutan ng auto, katultol ay mo uli. Do not, no, do not risk yun. Ay yung risk go, no? Kay ang pagmahay yun na ginasawahi. We see a lot of young men, young women, 20 years old, 30 years old, the breadwinners of the family, and then, sayang ba, kung naunawan mo, mga bagong inahan, bagong amahan, nga maguba ang ilahang kaugmaon tungod lang of one decision nga to drink and drive, no? Labi na sa motorcycles, mga kabukiran, no? Nga daghan kayo maghilig magmotor, nga dili mag-helmet, no? Kay maguba ang hairdo. So, mupo na siya atong kapunay hinumduman, no? Musakas na daw itong mga motor vehicular accidents around this time, no? So, associated with motor vehicular accidents, is atong mga ortho cases, no? Mga balik sa bukog, or ang ato ang mga soft tissue injuries, mga bunog-bunog, mga samad-samad, and also atong mga head trauma, no? Tungod lagi na sa helmet. Napay uban nga mo sutog helmet nga dili ilak, no? Useless, no? Because when forces act on your body, ang tanang wa naka-attach, mo detach gyud na siya. So, if ang helmet nimo is imo nang gihimong corona, of course, useless, no? So, intact ang helmet, buak imong ulo, no? So, sayang imong helmet. Also is mupalit po ng mga low quality helmets, no? Which actually is also very bad, no? Una-una ka nakatipid ko, no? Kay barato ang helmet. But nakatipid ka pero mo lagi na buwak ang helmet, buwak mo rin ulo, no? So ang ideal ginato ana is helmet that is of quality, tested, and it's actually approved by our DTI for selling for public, no? So also have to remember that. So aside sa atong lifestyle decision, also our decisions on the road is also very important. So aside sa mga drivers, also po makita po nato ang impact on pedestrians, no? So naagyo na mahitabo nga naagyo na maligsan, no? Or na ang mga passengers sa drunk driver, no? Muna yung mga sakit, yung mga stories in the ER, no? Nga ang tanang mga pasahero na yung mga naangon, may namatay, pero ang driver intact, no? So because of small stupid decisions, no? Like drinking and also driving at the same time. So muna siya ito makita, no? Non-communicable diseases, some part of your infectious diseases like respiratory infection, and also motor vehicular accidents associated. Musaka yun sila around this time.
Yes, bitaw, no? Tinuod yun na, Doc. So, siguro at this point, no? Daghan naman yun na-discuss si Doc Baton, no? So, siguro we're opening now the floor to some questions from our media friends. So,
Doc, I'd like to ask lang or also to correct sad siguro mga kaning previous knowledge sa mga tao kay usually if mukaon ka og karne, di ba mangita ka og 7-Up or Sprite or Coke para mapampahilis daw. Is it really advisable to do that?
Actually, again, it's more of Actually, there have been studies nga telling us na the lifestyle choices we do as adults is actually associated with the feeling we get out of the food we eat. No? So, if that food is associated with making you happy, when you eat it as an adult, it actually also increases your happy. So, kung makita ka niyo, magkaon ka daghan kay malipayon ka. No? So, I think that's the association with high meat content and soft drinks or your colas. No? Because ambot lang yun, no, cultural yun na maayong pagka-market sa atong mga sugary drinks yun niya is associated with celebration, no? When we talk about meats yun, di man yun, actually we don't need to drink a lot of soft drinks to digest meat because your acids in your stomach is actually enough to digest the food you eat. The problem lang is when you overeat, no? Daghan ka kay kagikaon, it will cause you indigestion, no? So actually when you eat enough, your stomach acids will digest it also enough. So you don't need to drink or to take anything. However, when you overeat, that's also another question. Now, kaya ba soft drinks? When you eat, you intake a lot of soft drinks, it actually increases your gas content, no? Kay, diba? Kita kayo ni abri mo sa soft drinks, mabuwa gina siya dayo, no? So, it actually also increases your gas content. So, musamot ang imong indigestion, no? Kay kanang mura og na block na murag wa kay makadimaw ang pag-release sa imong mga pagkaon sa tiyan plus dungagan pa nimo og gas mosamot ka lain imong lawas. So natin mga medicines, no, nga i-take in for indigestion to promote the movement of your intestines para mawala ang indigestion or promote digestion sa imong mga gikaon. So kana lang, soft drinks is not necessary for digestion yun. Muna siya, not necessary, but we always take it because of associated siya kapunay with merrymaking and celebration, you know. So you don't actually need a lot of soft drinks. And also, nakita po nato with the increase of NAFLD or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, it's actually associated with the presence of your colas or soft drinks, no. So actually, the number one cause karon sa non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is your soft drinks, and it's actually moingon ang atong mga gastroenterologist nga nagkabata po din na nakita nga tagas na ang fatty liver, no, nga dili alcoholic, no. Wala exposure in alcohol, mga 18 years old, early 20s, nanay daghang nakita ang damage sa liver because of increase in sugary drinks intake, no. So again, you don't need to drink soft drinks to digest meat, no. It's actually just to associated with the celebration lang yun na siya. So it's actually a fake news, no. So lifestyle choice could say.
Okay, no? So, wala naman gid tay igong oras, Doc, no? So, napupos naman gid ang 1 hour na to nga discussion. Sure, Doc, pangayuan na lang ka na mong closing statement or unsay mga advice pa nimo nga ikadugang, no, para sa publiko, no? Especially nga kaning Christmas season is dool na lang jud kayo.
Lagi, no? Again, thank you, Ma'am Hayes. Thank you, Ma'am Casey, for being with us, no, sa, I think, atong last AGIO for the year. And thank you to our media partners and all the AGIO na to nga members, no, for being partners for DOH in spreading the gospel of healthy living, no. So ang ato lang masulti ano is there is no perfect meal, you know. But the perfect meal lang siguro nga atong the closest perfect meal that we can do is to eat in moderation, no. Always eat in moderation, whatever it is, always moderation lang, no. Because if you go beyond that, it actually can cause more problems than harm, no. You feel good now, but you will regret it later, no. Tanawa lang ang imong tiyan, no? Kung nakita ka na, it did not happen overnight. It happened because of choices we do every day. No, the choice not to move, the choice to ride the taxi rather than going to our places, the choice to stay in bed rather than going around when it's your free time. That's the result of that, no? So, una-unaon mo, no, it's unrealistic to think nga mag-lose og weight ka in a few short span of time, in a month, in 3 months, no, in a year. But you can do it slowly. And we actually do not advise drastic weight change, no? So we do not advise a weight loss of more than 10 to 20% of your original body weight. Why? Because it will tax again your kidney, no? Iya mga i-breakdown ang mga i-store up. So, I hope to be healthy, always choose to eat in moderation and always choose to move, no? Muna yun natin sulti. When there's a choice between sitting and moving, always choose to move. Mula yun na siguro atong choice diha.
Okay, thank you kay Doc, no. So Stace, no, siguro magsige na gyud tag liok-liok dili na ta magsige
Liok-liok na to
lingkod,
sa
no,
office.
especially sa office. Oh. So Stace,
Sa tanan ng naminaw, nananaw na to karon, no, always parehag yun ni Doc. Always eat and do everything in moderation. Og unta karon this holiday season, Ma'am Hayes, malasan nato ang accidents og mga illnesses na ato ang ma-develop over the course of this season, Ma'am Hayes.
Okay, thank you kay Stace. Doc, thank you so much for joining us today. So in behalf of PIA 7, AGIO 7, DYMR Radio Pilipinas Cebu, and MyTV Channel 30, would like to thank our guest, of course, Dr. Phillip Baton of Department of Health, and our media friends for joining us today. And siguro, no, this is our last AGIO PIA 7 forum for this year. So kita-kita na po ta next year, no? But we also have next week pa no, one AGIO forum na lang. Yes. And thank you so much. And kini si Hazel Gloria, kauban ako si Stacy Balaja, magaingon sa kasayuran ang kaugmaran.